I want you to think about your clearest childhood memory. Maybe it was a birthday. Maybe it was a vacation. It feels real. It feels like a movie file stored in your brain. But neuroscience tells us that memory is not a movie. It is a reconstruction. Every time you remember something, you aren't playing a file. You are rebuilding the scene from scratch. And every time you rebuild it, you change it. Your brain isn't a hard drive. It's a living, shifting landscape of connections that update every time they are accessed. In the 1990s, cognitive psychologist Elizabeth Loftus proved this with a terrifying experiment that changed everything we know about the human past. She recruited volunteers and asked them to recall childhood events. She got the real stories from their families, ensuring she had a baseline of truth. But she added one fake story. She told them, "Remember when you were 5 years old and you got lost in the shopping mall? You were crying and an old woman helped you?" The families confirmed this never happened. But after a few interviews, 25% of the volunteers started to remember the event. They didn't just agree, they believed it. They added details. They remembered the flannel shirt the old woman was wearing. They remembered the specific toy store they were looking at. They remembered the fear. Loftus had successfully implanted a false memory. She hacked their brains. She wrote a fiction into their biography, and their brains accepted it as truth. This experiment showed that our memories are not permanent records. They are malleable, susceptible to suggestion, and easily rewritten by external influence. The implications for justice are profound. Eyewitness testimony can be unintentionally fabricated through the power of suggestion, leading to devastating consequences. In our modern world, misinformation can act like those interviews, planting seeds of doubt or false certainty about events we never actually witnessed. Think back to your own past. Is that memory you hold so dear a perfect record, or a story you've unknowingly edited over the years? We are the authors of our history, but we aren't always accurate. Often, we remember what we need to remember to maintain our sense of self. Neuroplasticity allows us to learn and grow, but it also means our past is never set in stone. Every thought we have today can ripple back and change yesterday. Elizabeth Loftus reminds us that memory is like a Wikipedia page. It's collaborative, editable, and never truly finished. Identity is built on these shifting sands. If we can't trust our own memories, who are we? We are the collection of stories we choose to keep, whether they were real or just implanted by the world. The truth is fragile. Handle your past with care, and always question the stories your brain tells you. Understanding the illusion is the first step to truth. This flaw in our software, our biology, has caused massive tragedies in history. It is a fundamental glitch in how we reconstruct our past. Look at the Satanic Panic of the 1980s. Thousands of people recovered memories of horrific ritual abuse that never actually happened. Lives were ruined, but when the FBI investigated, they found no evidence, no tunnels, no cults. The memories were created by the therapy itself. Therapists using hypnosis accidentally planted the seeds of a horror movie in their patients' minds through suggestive questions. The same thing happens with alien abductions. Most stories come out under hypnosis as the brain tries to explain sensations like sleep paralysis. The brain grabs images from pop culture, the classic gray alien, and weaves them into a memory that feels 100% real. The victim isn't lying. They truly believe it happened. But their brain is lying to them. Understanding these flaws is the first step in guarding our perception of truth. Memory is not a recording, it's a story. The courtroom is the most dangerous place for a false memory. Lives hang in the balance, and justice relies on the clarity of human memory. We put people in prison based solely on eyewitness testimony. A witness says, "That is the man. I will never forget his face." But they do forget. Or worse, they replace the face. The Innocence Project uses DNA testing to free the wrongfully convicted. In 70% of those cases, the error was caused by eyewitness testimony. The witness wasn't lying, but their memory had been contaminated. Memory isn't a recording. It's a wiki page that can be edited by police, by therapists, and by your own friends. In the eyes of the law, we must treat memory as trace evidence. Fragile, easily contaminated, and dangerous if misunderstood. Understanding the science of memory is the first step toward a more just future. Thank you for watching. If our memories are fiction, then who are we? It's a question that strikes at the very core of our existence and challenges everything we think we know about ourselves. We define ourselves by our past. I am the person who did this. I am the person who survived that. We use our history to anchor our sense of soul. These memories are the bricks and mortar of our identity. We stack them carefully, creating a solid wall that says, "This is me." But what if the wall is built on sand? Cognitive science tells a different story. Our memories aren't perfect recordings stored in a vault. They are active, vibrant reconstructions that change every time we access them. If those stories are half true or completely fake, then our identity, the you that you know, is an illusion. A beautiful, complex, but ultimately transient illusion. Welcome to the concept of the narrative self. Psychology suggests we are not a fixed entity, but a story we tell ourselves to maintain a sense of continuity. We weave disparate threads of experience into a coherent plot, smoothing over the contradictions to make sense of an otherwise chaotic and unpredictable world. Think of it like a movie editor in your mind, constantly cutting, pasting, and color grading moments to fit the specific theme you've chosen for your life's movie. This might sound unsettling, even scary, but maybe this fluidity is actually a good thing. It means we aren't victims of our past. We are its authors. It means we are not chained to our mistakes or our pain. Because the past isn't a solid block of granite. It's fluid, shifting with our growth and our wisdom. Every time you retrieve a memory, you are technically rewriting it. This is a biological process called reconsolidation, where memories become unstable and open to change. This is an opportunity for profound healing. Every time you remember a trauma, you have the power to change the lighting. You can shift the focus from the pain to the survival. You can't change the event, but you can change the narrative meaning. Memory is not a dusty history book. It is a vibrant painting, and you are the artist holding the brush. But this creative power also means you should be humble. When you are arguing with someone about what happened, remember that human perception is deeply flawed. You are both reading from different drafts of a fictional novel. I am your host. Don't trust the playback. Embrace the story, but stay curious. Subscribe for more.